Hey, what's up? We're Kevin and Enzo from UltraQ.
Yeah, we're gonna show you what's inside the van today. Let's see, we're on tour with Anxious right now.
And our good friend Stateside, also from California.
Yeah, been on the road for about 3 weeks. Got about 1 more week left. We're in Chicago right now, and yeah.
At Cobra Lounge.
Yeah.
Back
Yeah,
in town.
we made it here. We're alive.
1 week left. Home stretch, but then on the wrong side of the country, so we could drive it back.
That's right.
Yeah. So this is the front seat of the van. We all share the driving responsibility. Our dear drummer and fearless leader Chris is driving most of the time, and then me, and then Enzo and Jacob.
Yeah. I might drive the least, unfortunately. I'm a backseat warrior.
Jacob likes driving in the morning. No one likes the home stretch, obviously, but and then but I'd say mostly Chris and I are driving. But then once the drive hits over 8 hours, it's like all 4 people are taking a shift for sure.
Yeah.
Because we tour with no crew. It's just the 4 of us in the van. And so, no driver, no nothing, no tour managers or anything. So it's just us. So we kind of got a bunch of essentials up here. We got some Kleenex, gum. I'm knitting a scarf for my girlfriend.
That's a scarf that was crocheted by my girlfriend.
Yeah.
So
we keep a stash of sunglasses up here.
Sunglasses.
We got some rubber duckies. A Star Wars bouncy ball.
Origami crane. Oh wait, origami crane. Middle front. Yep.
But most importantly,
should belong right here.
We've got our hand sanitizer and our wet wipes.
Yeah, we are not dirty. We are not dirty folk. At least we try not to be.
We keep it pretty clean and hope no one gets sick. First aid kit.
First aid, power, knives,
chargers, cough drops. We kind of got a bunch. This is kind of super random.
Kind of all the things you need to stay healthy on tour.
But
we got another one.
Oh yeah, more first aid.
More first aid. We're chilling on first aid. We don't have to go to Walgreens that much.
No. But we got tapes from like bands we played with. Like we played with this band in Minneapolis last night. Everybody takes one.
So I guess in pretty much 99% of circumstances, the driver is on aux. And I'd say Chris plays a lot. Chris is our fearless leader drummer. He's playing a lot of classics. He's playing, some hits, keeping everybody happy.
He's got a lot of classic rock, a lot of Motown, a lot of like classic hits.
Yeah, for some of the heads, classic albums for some of the music heads out there. That's nice to hear.
Yeah.
Some deep cuts that everybody knows though. It's interesting. Kevin is playing a whole lot of scrams recently. It's getting a little bit interesting for long drives.
Sorry.
A lot of I know, I appreciate it, but it's.
I be playing agriculture every day when I'm driving.
It's a little bit much. I'm more of like a gentle, soft kind of guy in terms of like soft piano music or
Aphex Twin.
Or Aphex Twin, or just like soft acoustic music, like Elliott Smith in the van is never.
A lot of Wilco. Everyone's playing a lot of Wilco in the van.
And Jacob just is on his.
He's always playing power pop.
He's always playing power pop. He's always on that. He does not falter. But that's what's kind of playing in the van.
Super noteworthy as well. We installed CarPlay into this van. We bought it in a government auction.
That is the way to go.
And it was really low miles. We spent more than we would have liked on it. But the first thing we did is we put CarPlay in it, and we just are able to plug in a phone and just have directions up, and obviously play music really easily.
Take good care. All right, well, welcome to the back, or the middle section of the van. I would say I spend most of my time here. I kind of hog it, and so I usually have like a neck pillow on, and then jacket on top, and that becomes sort of like my bed, and you just kick it right here, and you're just like, it's my zone. I'm not a hog. We need to rotate, so I wouldn't say anyone's stuff is particularly in one spot. Even when we shift, like in the middle of the drive, we're swapping out backpacks, you know, making sure everybody has what they need. Right now we have, unfortunately, we're bringing back a JCM 900 that we had to pick up
Taking up too much space
in Minnesota. So that's unfortunately blocking this. So this is almost purely just either you're doing the thinker right here or you're laying down.
We don't travel with the trailer because it's so prohibitive. Like, you have to drive way slower. You can never find parking anywhere. And if you can avoid it, it also costs more money. So if you can avoid it, which we do most of the time, we try. And like, we have double roof racks on top of the van. And like, that is filled with merch. That's like filled with boxes of t-shirts and vinyl. Another rule about our stuff, we all travel with one small suitcase and a backpack. That's not really a rule, but that's kind of what's ended up happening.
Yeah, if it's
so
not,
wherever
if
you're,
that doesn't happen, I get pissed.
Wherever you're sitting, you bring your backpack with you. So if I'm driving, this is my backpack. If I'm driving, my backpack's right there, and right next to it is the person who's sitting in the passenger seat. And if you're sitting in this row, your backpack goes right here. Mm-hmm. There's kind of all these designated locations.
And in terms of trash, we don't have a trash can, but we're trying to take out things pretty periodically. We just, you know, we resorted to just things going into the wheel well or the footstep. We call it the pit of despair.
The pit of
and
despair.
It's a great name for the pit of despair. So, you know, when you're done with your thing, you just goes in, and then when you stop, try and take it out. That's kind of how life is on the open highway.
Yep. Pit of despair.
Pit of despair.
We have our singer, Jacob in particular, but truly all of us, it's so hard to eat fruit and vegetables on tour. And you hit a grocery store, you get some apples, up some bananas.
You can't have
changes
too much,
your
though,
life. Yeah, it's true.
because it spoils and produces like stinky garbage.
Yeah.
So it's tough. It's tough.
And that's one of the reasons it started.
Yeah.
So this is the funniest looking part of our van. We have 2 rooftop boxes on this, which is this is literally how we tour with no trailer. It's filled with boxes of t-shirts and vinyl at all times, and because of not having a trailer, we have to restock more often than other bands would. But so up top we got all this stuff, and then, let's see, I don't think this is open. On the inside, we've lined it all with this, or Chris, our drummer, has lined it all with this reflective material that really
Helps darken up the back of the van.
Yep.
Makes it definitely easier to sleep in the back. Mm-hmm. And also just doesn't allow you, I mean, we come from the Bay Area, which is like
the land of bands getting their vans broken into.
Dude, unbelievable. So it's just one more step to take in terms of like
people not seeing it.
Death prevention. Yeah. It definitely, I'm sure it has deterred.
I'm certain. Because, yeah, all our gear goes back here.
So in terms of the pack, I am usually in charge of the
Tetris.
The Tetris and making it happen. Right now we unfortunately have our gear in the venue, so you don't see the beauty of the pack, but somehow we do it every time, and literally every time it is like, I mean, to the back bench, it's just kind of straight up, and just, it's kind of unbelievable, and I don't understand how we get it. I even put like guitars up in the window, like sandwiched between like the seat and the, but there is,
we barely make do.
we barely make do. And then that's kind of how, you know, we determine how much merch we can bring is, you know, we're like looking at it, we see how many bins we have, and then we're like, fill these guys up on top, and we're like, I guess this is kind of the max. But yeah, that's kind of how we roll. Somehow we do it.
This is obviously, our suitcases usually don't come to the venue, so this is kind of what remains. But yeah, if we had to bring drums on the tour, it'd be all over.
It'd be all over.
We haven't had to do a tour in a long time, though, where we've brought drums. Probably 2 or 3 years ago when we toured with Waves of Cloud Nothing. So it was the last time. But
yeah, it's brutal. Well, that concludes this, and I guess we're going to be on tour for another week, and come check that out with Anxious and Stateside. And, you know, the last record we put out was called Empty Eddy. I'm really proud of it. That's kind of what we're touring on right now. We're working on new music, but until then, yeah, peace. All right, anything else to say,
Yeah.
Kevin?
This is our van.
Yeah, this is our van. Thank you very much.
Yeah.